Hey y'all, Mama Snark here. It is Disney Day 5 or 6, depending on how you look at it. It's travel home day. So it is currently 7:37 a.m. My goal is to be out of here and on the road by 9 a.m. So we've got some speed packing to do. I decided on this video to do a how I pack up the room to head back home from Disney, because as you know, when you're leaving a hotel room at the end of a trip, it's kind of chaos, and the packing up part, no one ever really mentions that, and there's a lot to it. This is what our room currently looks like. Believe it or not, I have actually gone through most of the day, or the night last night when we got back from the hotel, and kind of picked up odds and ends, thrown a bunch of stuff in this basket that's going to have to come out and get sorted, kind of redone our snack bins for the car. But I'm going to do a pack up with me. I'm just going to put the camera on different ledges so you can kind of see the process. And we're going to have a little chat about Disney and just how our overall trip went. Did it meet expectations? Where things fell short? Basically, this is a realistic how a Disney trip can go, especially if you're traveling with kids. It's a lot more difficult than when I come by myself or on a girls trip with another adult. So we're just gonna have a little chit chat, and you're gonna watch while I pack up. So I'm gonna put you here. All right, so I'm just gonna put you there, and I'm gonna start unpacking. So suitcases that were under the bed, we are not gonna be sleeping on these beds anymore, so I'm going to put them on top of the bed, because it no longer matters if it's dirty or not. Okay, so what I have done is I've already gotten all of the clean clothes that we didn't wear. These were those second sets of outfits, if you watch my packing video, that we ended up not wearing. So I've got basically this whole chunk of space here of clean stuff, and then I'm going to put all of the dirty clothes in this side so that I don't mix and match. And if you've seen my packing video, then you know that I brought a laundry hamper right here. See, I'm going to put these in with the clean clothes foot side down. I brought some trash bags in my Walmart order, so what I'm going to do is, with this laundry hamper, oh, that's heavy, that I brought, that is 3 sections, so it has kids' clothes, hubby's clothes, my clothes. I'm going to pack all them into garbage bags and just throw them into that dirty side, the other side of the suitcase, so that I have everyone's clothes ready to go and throw into the washing machine when I get home, because that's how I wash clothes at home. My clothes get washed separately from hubby's clothes, and then the kids' clothes just all get washed together, because a lot of my clothes need to get hung up, like my leggings and my shorts, so that they don't shrink. Okay, so this is garbage bag number 1. Get all the air out of it that I possibly can. Hubby's is going to be garbage bag number 2. And I will say again that we actually drove this trip, so if I can't get things completely in here packed the way that I need them to, we can just throw it in the back of the van, and it's going to be what it's going to be. If you were flying, you may have to actually like refold your clothes, because they fit better when they're folded instead of lumped up like this, obviously. So if you're flying, you may have to refold clothes to put them in there. Okay, and it is actually time for this hair to go up, because this is going to get hot and sweaty. Whew. You know it's about to get serious when the hair goes up. All right, so just kind of thoughts and expectations about the overall trip and how it went. Y'all, it's been about a year year and a half since I've come to Disney with my children, because I just started doing either solo trips or trips with a girlfriend, which have been amazing. It's a lot of work coming to Disney with little kids. Like, it just is. They require a lot more than we do. Okay, I'm just gonna put some of their dirty clothes not in a bag to fill in the holes here so that I don't have to completely make another situation. So their dirty clothes aren't in garbage bags, they're just gonna fill the holes in. But, I mean, kids are kids, and they're also in the stroller for most of the day getting pushed. So they have an excess amount of energy that we as adults do not have, because we are pushing the stroller all day and managing everything. We're managing meals, we're managing ride times, we're managing DAS, we're managing multipass, we're managing all the things as the parents. So it's a little bit more stressful when you are here with kids, but we made some great memories. I'm not going to gloss over that. We made some memories together. We were here with our friends, Ben and Lauren, and their kids, Tucker and Dakota. And Tucker and Louise were like two peas in a pod. Dakota was absolutely adorable and like holding hands with Weeze. She went at me a couple of times. I gave her uppies in the toddler carrier that I handed down to them that I used to use with my daughter. We made some memories. And then there were also meltdowns. There were times where the kids were just being unruly and jumping all over the place and hanging all over us and being children, basically. And I mean, that's just kind of how it goes. You know, when you have kids, your kids are still going to be your kids at Disney. Disney is not some magical place where all of a sudden your kids don't have temper tantrums or siblings don't fight. There were several times where we were pushing the stroller, and the entire time our kids, because the Bob has a shared footwell, were just kicking the mess out of each other, because that's what siblings do. No matter how much you correct them, no matter how much you threaten to take something away, no matter whatever, kids are still kids. So that was a little bit tough. And whenever there's things like, basically manage your expectations. So yesterday we were doing Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and the ride broke down. That is through no fault of the cast members. They cannot control the mechanics of the ride. Please don't get mad at them and yell at them. Y'all, I'm trying to get the suitcase zipped and it's not easy. They can't control it. Hubby got really ornery at that point and was mad at the cast members and all that stuff. And I was like, they can't help it. Like, it's not their fault. So just manage. And I understand. It's very disappointing. Especially, I can't imagine the people that have been waiting in that line for hours and just got to the front and it broke down because we had multipass for it. I bought multipass for Magic Kingdom in addition to Man Cub's DAS. So I can't imagine the disappointment of the people that actually waited hours upon hours for that ride and then had to leave. But things happen. Disney is not perfect. Some of those ride systems are old. Like, even though Tiana's is a brand new ride, they struggle with keeping that one up with the mechanics of it. So things happen. People are going to get grouchy. My husband got very grouchy yesterday. And Magic Kingdom has no alcohol in it to help with the grouchiness. The kids got to a point where they were just kind of done. So we ended up going to Tom Sawyer Island for quite some time yesterday and just letting them run amok. And I cannot tell you how much that helped. That made a huge difference. Okay, so now I'm going to show you. I just kind of squeezed in the kids' clothes around hubby's trash bag and my trash bag. This is the last of the kids' dirty clothes, and then I'm just going to start filling in cracks here with things like my hair straightener right there and mouse ears. So I'm just going to start filling in this stuff into that suitcase now is what's happening. Just so you're aware of what I'm doing and you're not just, let's see if I can put you, there you go, now you can see. So again, your kids are going to be your kids regardless of where you are at. You need to pack your patient pants and roll with the punches, because let me tell you, you're going to get some punches thrown. That's just all part of the process. I need to get my GoPro out of here. The Little Mermaid room, I made a poor choice. I will admit that in booking this room. I only booked it because my son really wanted to stay here, and I wanted to make my kid happy. So I booked this room for him because he really wanted to stay at the Fish Hotel. This room has not been great. I will never stay here again. Number one, the sink here, where'd the GoPro thing go? The sink here has not been draining. It has been clogging up and it's a slow drain. No, I did not call maintenance about it because we're just living with it. It's not that big of a deal. The hot water went out one night. End of the night, everyone's trying to shower and there's no hot water. That was super fun. There's no storage. I will link down below for you my stroller setup video and what I did to kind of help combat the fact that there is literally no storage in this room at all, because why? I have had to bring all of my own stuff to make it work, which is ridiculous, and there's no reason for that. I need to get this folded down. I'm going to link this down below for you. Apparently I got this from Amazon. It comes with poles to help stabilize it. This thing has been the most clutch thing on this trip to help keep the room organized. This room has no organization space. Like, it's awful. It's literally just like an open cavern with no shelving at all. And that does not work when you are here for close to a week with a bunch of small children. Like, y'all kids accumulate all kinds of souvenirs and stuff, and you know, I needed stuff for them. So that was not the easiest. Like, just the overall layout of this room is awful, and I hated it, and will not be staying here again. I think that's about all that I can put in there. I might put my makeup case if I can fit it. So now I'm just emptying out this bin that I've kept under the sink, because I needed a bin to keep under the sink because there's no storage in there. Now I'm just ranting. But yeah, we won't stay at the Little Mermaid room. Stay at Pop, stay at All-Star Resorts. To be completely honest with you, the main reason I always book Pop and the All-Star rooms are exactly the same. The reason I always book Pop Century is because, all right, that's zipped up. I'm gonna go ahead and start zipping this together. The reason I always book Pop Century Resort, I might keep these for the kids to put on their laps in the car. Although I feel like they don't get cold in the car. I'll keep these accessible for them. Maybe in the chip box. The reason I always book Pop Century over the All-Star Resorts is because the Skyliner. Y'all, the last 2 times I have stayed here, last trip in January was a girls' trip with my friend Lauren that is here with her family. And then this trip is obviously Art of Animation. The Skyliner has been completely awful. Like, it doesn't move in the mornings. Okay, sorry. Now I'm getting all the extra bags out from under the bed that we have. But the Skyliner in the mornings has been a complete and total and utter nightmare. So it took us, we got there, the Skyliner starts running at 7:30. We got there right at 7:30, maybe a little bit after. And we waited in line for about 45 minutes before we could get on it. Same thing happened with my friend Lauren and I when we stayed back in January. And I just feel like that's unacceptable. Like, I don't understand why it is taking them so long to get... This is a bag I brought to put food in. It's an expandable duffel. And I need to span the second set to repack all of our food to bring back home. Because we're driving, so we can bring all of our food back home with us. But, I don't know, in my opinion, there's absolutely no reason that it should take that long to get the Skyliner moving. Like, that's just absurd. Okay, now I brought this, because again, there's no storage in the room, to put all of our food items in. This is basically our pantry. Because if you're here with little kids, if you're not driving, order groceries. Target, Walmart, delivery, whatever. Because it will save you so much. We've barely bought our food kids in the park at all. And food in the parks is so, like, absurdly expensive and overpriced for what it is. So we have brought our own food. We're driving, so we're just bringing it home. If you're not driving, pack as much as you can in your check luggage. And what you can't pack in your check luggage, just leave. Because it's still going to be cheaper overall than spending $10 on a kid's meal. Sorry, all the crinkling. Still going to be cheaper than spending $10 on a kid's meal that your kid's going to barely pick at. I'm going to get one more garbage bag out of here to put all of our trash in. So, yeah, just do yourself a favor, order groceries. If you're staying in the Little Mermaid room, bring one of these, because there's no storage in this room. I'm going to say it 20 times because I'm still mad about it. Speaking of food and children and stuff, this is going to sound awful and make us sound like horrible parents, but y'all, God, it's like, especially if it's hot outside, I forget to eat. Like, I don't get hungry, so I kind of forget to eat when I'm hot. There's a couple of times where we, like, kind of forgot to feed our kids. Like, we got back to the hotel last night, and we're getting them ready for bed, and all of a sudden our daughter was like, I'm hungry, I didn't get dinner. She got snacks. Like, she got french fries and a stroller. Hubby picked up Casey's Corner. So she got french fries. I'm going to throw the rest of the bread away. She got french fries. She got plenty of snacks. So it's not like she was completely unsnacked. But, like, there was times where we'd be gone for a while, and all of a sudden the kids are all getting cranky and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm starving. These kids haven't eaten either. We probably should feed our children. So we'd whip out something from the cooler to give to them. Like, we brought Z-bars and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, vanilla wafers, all that kind of stuff. Go watch my grocery video. I'll link it down below for you on all the stuff that we brought with us. But, you know what? I almost wonder if I can fold this down and stick this in this bag. Please remember to feed your kids. Remember to stop for snacks. They oftentimes don't realize that they're hungry and they can't voice that to you. So they're just going to be screaming and unruly and you have no idea why. It's probably because they're hungry. Feed your kids. Now I got to figure out how the heck, oh, this is peanut butter. That was in the pocket, to get this thing folded back down because hubby is the one that unfolded this. So let's see if I can figure out how in the world he had this folded. This thing, like, this thing came in clutch, y'all. There, fold that in, fold that down, like that. Sorry, need concentration because this is my husband's territory. He is the master builder in our family. Yes, okay. This can definitely fit in this bag because we pretty much used all the stuff we brought and don't need all the space in here. Okay. Done. So on the way here, I had this expanded to 3 sizes. I just have the 1 extra extender out currently. All right, so I'm gonna put all that trash there. This is our food bag. So basically I am getting everything, I'm gonna put the paper towels in there too. I'm getting everything packed up, and then hubby is going to get everything in the car because that's his part of the packing up. I'm gonna put my mug in here. It's fairly cushioned. I bought 1 souvenir for myself, and it was the Vantage coffee mug. All right, that's done. I still need to get, I'm gonna get this in the coat bags. Okay. I'm gonna just put those on top of here. It should zip with everything fully extended. Just realized you can't see me. I am so sorry. All right, I'm trying to get this suitcase zipped up. So this was our coat bag that we had all of our coats in. And I might actually just throw this in the back of the car so that we have access to this. We're gonna be driving through some weather. It's just gonna go in the back of the car. This was a bag that I brought to Universal on our first night there. It has all the coats. I'm gonna put these coats in here. So this is just a bag of coats, basically. That will go in the way back of the car. So we got weather at home in Louisiana last night. It rained, crazy winds. They canceled a lot of the Mardi Gras parades. It's the day after Mardi Gras in 2025. So we're gonna be driving back through that. This can go in here. I'm gonna put the kids' pillows in here. All right, this should be good to go. That's the rain cover. Okay, here we go. Closing. Oh, suitcase number 1. Okay. Most of the stuff is squishy, so it should be able to squish. Oh, this needs to come out. The pillows can stay. Pillows will squish. Okay, so this is zipped up and ready to go. All right, suitcase number 1 done. Oh. This has, these are all of our dirty clothes from the first night. We stopped at Drury on the way in. So I'm just gonna start shoving things in here. This bottom part here has an empty hole. I'm gonna put all the toiletries in there. All right, all this stuff. Mama products. Toiletries, everybody has brushed their teeth. So you can see what I'm doing. All right. I don't know, okay. I'm gonna put the soap, I forgot the hooks for that pantry organizer thing, in here. Again, no organization in this room at all, so I purchased a $3 shower caddy, which is ridiculous, in order to organize the bathroom counter so that we were not all just fighting each other for every little thing. Okay. Toiletries. My mouth guard is in there. Yes, yes, okay. My night guard is very important. That was a very expensive piece of dental equipment. Okay, that in there. Dental floss picks. Medicine organizer. My daughter's hairbrush. Earplug soap. Let's see, my daughter's hair kit can go there. Extra medicines. This needs to go back into the car. I'm gonna put this in the electronics bag. Whew. Speaking of which, I need to go ahead and take my medicine before I forget. If I don't take my anxiety medicine by a certain time every day, I get really bad headaches. I also need to crank the AC down because, oh my God, it's hot in here. Okay. So, brush, hair bows, face wipes. This thing is really pretty cool. This is a last minute order. It's not in my packing video. It's called a Tubby cup. It's an expandable cup, suctions to the side of the bathtub. All right, it's 8 o'clock. Got an hour. Suctions to the side of the bathtub, so you have something to wash your kids' like hair and stuff. Okay, my kids' toothbrushes have caps on them. They just go in there. Extra foldable baskets. That's what I had the under sink stuff in. Okay, so that's all good. What else needs to go? Let's see. This is not the order that I had everything packed in, but I'm just shoving things on hold at this point to get everything out of the way. All of our extra sunglasses can go in here. Okay, that's good. I'm going to pack this up. My daughter's lollipop I let her get yesterday at Tiana's because I was trying to be a good mom. I have regrets. But I always say no on stuff like that because it's horrible for their teeth and they don't need sugar like that. But when in Rome. Okay. So now, won't cover up. That's fine. I can go in these dirty clothes. I'm going to put all of my mouse ears. So as I wore them, I just put them in that hanging rack in the bathroom. So I'm putting those here now. Oop. My daughter's wallet can go in here. Perfect. Perfect place for ears. I'm going to put she's probably going to want this in the car. This was one of the best things she could have gotten. It's a little like craft kit thing that she got from the Elsa gift shop after the Frozen ride. All right, that should be it for this. I want to put the electronics case in here too. Okay, so electronics case. This is a smaller packing cube. This is what I've just had all of the electronics plugged into. What is her battery life? She's at 81%. He is at 100%. All right, so I can pack his charger. So I'm trying to get all the chargers into this thing. So this is where all of our chargers have lived. Sorry if I made you dizzy there. I need to unplug my phone. This was the last charger. That is the other thing. The outlets here. You have outlets there and you have outlets here. So there's literally no room for anything else on this dresser other than charging stations, which is why I had to bring a pantry. But this is where I just keep all of my chargers in one spot. When I come with just me, I only need a few chargers, so it's not as much. I just shove them in my makeup bag. Go ahead and unplug that extra battery thing in case we need it. Mousekeeping tip envelope I'm going to leave on the bed for mousekeeping when they come after us because we're disgusting and they have to clean up after everybody. Please tip your mousekeepers. It's not something that people think to do, but they work really hard. And yeah, let me put you here so I can do this. Okay. This is our electronics bag. It's a packable backpack. And I have kids' tablets, my son's Switch, their headphones, I think the MiFi is in the car. I'm putting his other phone in there that he likes to play with because we've got a 10-hour drive ahead of us. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna put my husband's headphones in there too. So if he starts screaming, looking for those and his sunglasses that he has, because this is gonna go like in the car main compartment with us so we have easy access to it. Oh shoot, okay. Kids' extra socks that they didn't need. Just shove them in this suitcase. They wore sandals today. That's done. Okay, y'all, we're getting to the end of it. Okay, so this is all packed, ready to go. I want to put that charging station in there. I've got one last charger to put in there after my daughter's phone is fully charged, which was at, what was it? 81%, so that's not bad. So this goes in here. If you were interested in where I got all of my luggage and all the cubes and things, I'll link my packing video down below. This is not coming home with us. I paid $2 or $3 for the shower caddy. I'm just leaving it here. It's not worth hauling back. All right, so now I've got to get the last suitcase out from under the bed, which is, this one. All right, oh, that's her stuffy. Look how cute this is. She spent her gift card money on this at Everest to get that stuffy, and she loves it, and it's adorable. Okay. I ended up not breaking into this at all. This was hotel toys for them to play with. We did not have the time nor the energy for me to even worry about that. This is all the just refillable bits and bobs that I had to refill stuff. I'm gonna grab, okay, I need to put deodorant and clippers. I'm gonna put it in this bag that I just put all the charging cables in that we used on our first night, that Vera duffel. Okay, this can probably go on there. $10 at Walmart. I'll see if I can find it. It's the Costco brand. I'll see if I can find it on Amazon. Foldable step stool, used as a squatty potty. My kids had GI issues. Also used as a sink stool because otherwise you got to bring a chair from the table and drag it to the sink. Which literally nobody wants to do that. Okay, so I've got those. All I got to do is put shoes in this hole. So, also, okay, I'm going to talk about the parks a little bit more. Y'all, I hate to say it, I almost feel like this trip has turned me against Disney. Like, I definitely, number one, I won't be renewing my annual pass because I can't afford it. Like, it's just too expensive. And then number two, I won't be renewing my annual pass because the parks just aren't what they used to be. Like, I was telling Hubby and Lauren, when I was a broke college student, I've been on my own since I was 20. My mom passed when I was 20. My dad is a whole situation. He basically abandoned us. So I've been on my own since I was 20. Every year I would get my tax refund. I was a student at LSU. And every year when I would get my tax refund, it was about $1,000. I would use that to go to Disney. And that was enough money to cover almost a week stay at Pop Century or one of the All-Star resorts, park hopper tickets for every day of the trip, and dining plan. That's not a thing anymore. Like, I don't even want to tell y'all how much I have spent on this family trip. Like, you can't do that anymore. I feel like everything has just gotten to be so much of a money grab and so overpriced. And it's sad because Disney has now priced out a lot of families. And like my husband was saying, why would anyone even come here and not buy the multi-pass, like the Lightning Lane system? Because it's literally just not worth it. Like, you would spend 3 hours of your time standing in line. And at that point, you've just essentially wasted your day. Especially if you had little kids. Like I said, my son is on the DAS pass. Like, there's no way we could do it with him. But my daughter, she's just a hyper kid. So the whole time we were standing in line for the DAS lines, or like the Lightning Lane return lines, she was just hanging on his arm and swinging on the rails and, you know, being crazy with Tucker and laughing and giggling and all that nonsense. So it's like, I I don't understand how anyone could not do the multi-pass. Like, bless y'all if y'all have done it without it. Comment down below and let me know how that went. But I feel like Disney has just priced us out. And like I was telling hubby, we're going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee for a family trip in June. His parents are amazing, and they have rented out a very huge, nice Vrbo for the entire family. All of his siblings, he has 3 siblings, and all of their kids and spouses. And, oh shoot, I need to open that back up. I got one more thing to put in this. My bad. Okay. Oh, undo it. Go again. And I was planning on doing a side trip to Dollywood one day, but now I told him, I was like, I don't think I want to. Like, I don't think it's worth it. Unless maybe we leave the children with someone else and we go by ourselves. Like, I don't think I can stomach doing that with children. This is my crossbody. It has my wallet in it. Like, I can't stomach it. It's too much. This was a lot. And don't get me wrong, like, I obviously love my children dearly. They are my kids. I would take a bullet for them without question. Like, you know, literally no thought process in it. Bugs, no, you're on your own. Bullet, I'd step in front of it for my kids. But I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this again with my kids for a little minute. Like, it's too much. It's a lot of work. They're still at that stage. They're 7 and 5.5, where they just fight constantly and just feel like that's a lot. All right, I think I'm all done. Let me text hubby that I'm ready for him to pick everything up. Okay. So yeah, that was my chatty little, I don't know, rant about Disney. It's ready for you to pack car. So bless hubby, he took the kids to go get breakfast at the food court and to run around to get some energy out while I did this. And then we're going to swap, and I'm going to take the kids and he's going to get the car loaded up. But yeah, it's just, y'all, it's just a lot. I feel like Disney is just not what it used to be, sadly, which is very tragic because this was my, sorry, let me get everything over here so you can see the last minute stuff. This was our park bag that we used the whole trip. I'm just going to shove these odds and ends in here. Let me dump the water out of this. Disney used to be my happy place. I mean, and it still is. But the stress of doing this with a family, my recommendation, if you were coming here and you only have a short amount of time like we did, so we were here during our children's Mardi Gras break so that they didn't have to miss school. My recommendation, pick 2 parks. If you have kids our age, I recommend Epcot #1. If you pick one park, pick Epcot. And I know people think it's not for kids, but it is. My kids have the best time at Epcot. It's their favorite park. So my recommendation is to pick Epcot. And then I personally, for my kids, would do Hollywood Studios as the other park. If you have little kids, maybe pick Magic Kingdom as your other park. But, oh shoot, I gotta get the cooler loaded. Okay, last thing, I've gotta get all of our food, or it's mostly just drinks. Oh, he didn't bring their, dang, that has their Miralax in it. They need that. But I would not bring, I don't know, I would do 2 parks and then do 2 pool days. We did a very, very brief, this is what's left of all the groceries that I brought y'all. To give you any kind of example. Handful of hot dogs, couple of carrots, couple of tomatoes, and then mostly it's just drinks. But this is a Dometic cooler, if you didn't see my packing video, that, move all this stuff out the way, that we can plug into our car. But yeah, I would pick 2 parks and do a rest day in between. Okay, I can't hold the camera and do this. It's too much. I'm going to put you here so you can see my behind, I guess, as I load this thing. Our kids had the most fun swimming in the big blue pool here. I mean, you can give them any pool. You can get them just a water hole, and they are thrilled. So, honestly, my recommendation would be to do less park days and more do the different resort playgrounds and pools, because that's, quite frankly, what my kids really had the most fun doing. The parks have my heart, and when I come as an annual pass holder, I am in the parks pretty much the whole time. That is what I'm spending my time doing. But with little kids, it's just a lot. And again, even if you have multi-pass or DAS, the lines to get through those are also still just a lot. So I would break it up. We decided to leave Hollywood Studios early. So I'm going to put these in the Dometic so we don't forget them. Our second to last park day, on Disney Day 3, instead of waiting for Fantasmic, because we were just done. So we left and came back to the hotels like 7:30. There was no line for the Skyliner. My kids had the absolute best time. Got all these souvenirs we got to bring back. Kids had gift cards from grandparents. All Man Cub wanted to do was rack up on this cheapy little foam stuff from the Norway gift shop in Epcot. And they both built lightsabers. And then she got some little toys. But we came back early from Hollywood Studios, and my kids had the absolute best time running around the Cars themed land here at Art of Animation. And Man Cub, who never wants to take a picture ever, like, he doesn't do pictures. I'm making sure I've got everything. He wanted to do was run around and take pictures with all the like car statues. He wanted to take a picture with every single car. So we let them. They ran around. They had a great time. Don't do everyday park days. Take a break. Have a resort day. Let your kids run amok. I'm doing the last minute pickups here. Let your kids run amok at the resorts and just be kids. Again, as an adult, when I come, I'm wanting to do the parks because that's what has my heart. Like, I can literally just sit on a bench and people watch and enjoy the vibes and the ambience, and I am happy as a clam. Kids can't do that. Oh, so my other gripe is that a lot of the parks, Epcot is the only one, and Animal Kingdom, they don't have playgrounds for these kids to play on. Like, what? They need more, and like Hubby and Ben said, it's because they can't make money off of it, because you're not paying for the multi-pass to stand in the line there. They need more parks for our kids to be able to just go and run amok and be kids. Animal Kingdom, Epcot is my favorite. It has the Connections playground, but all right, last minute stuff here. Bottled waters that are left over. But yeah, we need more spaces for our kids to be able to just run around and go crazy. So we ended up finding at Magic Kingdom, which it's going away, so it's not going to help you much, the Tom Sawyer Island. We went across to there, and there was a fort, and it had like a small playground. It was basically just like a wooden structure with a tunnel and a couple of like stairs. The kids played there for 30 minutes, chasing each other, being zombies, chasing each other around. The Connections playground, my kids didn't want to leave it. We stopped there for a second to like, Hubby and I were struggling. And because as an adult, you were going to struggle too. It's not just the kids. I was having a meltdown. So Hubby and I stopped there, let the kids play. We recouped. The kids ran amok. When it was time to go, like we were ready, our next DAS was ready, the kids didn't want to leave. Hollywood Studios has literally nothing. There's nothing. There's no spot to pull over and let your kids just run wild and get their energy out. They have like the Disney Junior Dance Party and the Frozen Sing-Along The Frozen sing-along is awful. I know people love it. It has theater seats, and my kid likes to sit on top of them and completely like kapunk, 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 and just keep doing that the whole show. It's boring for children. Disney Junior Dance Party, my kids don't give two flying flips about it. They like the bubble part when they release bubbles, and that's it. So, Disney, we need more playgrounds at the parks, please, for parents. I'm doing my last minute checks. Let me make sure I double check all the drawers under the bed. Then I'm gonna go meet hubby. I'll see, doing the dad check. I'm gonna go meet hubby, and he is going to trade off, and he's gonna get the car loaded. It is 8:30, so we're doing great. I'm gonna put his belt in a bag. But yeah, we need more playgrounds and just spaces for our kids to be able to just run freely. Like, I don't understand why they don't have that anymore. When I was growing up, Hollywood Studios had the Honey, I Shrunk the Playground. That was one of my like highlight memories. That's one of my biggest memories of the entire trip that I went on with my friend and her family, was the Honey, I Shrunk the Kid playground. And they took it out to build more garbage that nobody cares about. It was like they took it out for a stunt show or something. Or maybe that's where Star Wars is. I don't know. Put a playground in, please, Disney. Parents need it. Kids need it. But yeah, that's it. Okay, the room's done. I've done all my checks. Trash is put up. Also, y'all, please put all your trash in the trash. Make sure, you know, I got the beds kind of cleared out and doing my last minute check. So this is all of the packed luggage that needs to go in the cars. Bottled waters. That's going to go in the main compartment of the car. That's the electronics bag. I'm going to leave that there for housekeeping to throw away. This is my camera cover. Bathroom is, oh, I need to get our flushable wipes. Bathroom's picked up. There's nothing left. I need to put that down. Put all of your towels on the floor for them to pick up that you have used. Use that one. All right, so that is it. That's my rant. Normally this is not how, you know, my videos go. I'm usually, because Disney's my happy place. It has been for the longest time. It is my escape. It is my one place in the world that just, you know, makes my heart happy and helps me mentally reset. I struggle with depression and anxiety like the majority of Americans do. And Disney has always been my reprieve from that. Sadly, I just, y'all, I don't know. Lauren and I have a girls trip booked in May, and at this point, I'm kind of like questioning if we should keep it or not. We're coming in October for the Run Disney event. We both signed up for the 10K, and she's also doing the half. So like, we're definitely coming in October, but I don't know, man. It's just a lot. So that is my little rant and rave. Also, don't book these stupid Little Mermaid rooms. It's awful. The store is just garbage. Go to Papa All-Stars. Go to All-Stars at this point. It's cheaper, and the bus is probably going to get you quicker there than Skyliner, because the Skyliner, like I said, was awful this trip. But hopefully this gave you a realistic view. Here's my hubby and children coming back through.
Mama, almost got into a squirrel.
Oh my God, you almost caught a squirrel?
Apparently haven't been checking your pictures.
I haven't. I've been busy.
Mama, when a squirrel climbed up
Look at
on
this.
Mannequin's arm.
Oh my God.
Can I see it? Can I see it?
What in the, go wash your hands with soap and water. Hey, right now, go wash your hands with soap and water, please. Here's soap. Both of y'all. Hubby's out there letting them pet.
That's the closest she got.
Oh my gosh, pet rabid beast. Wash your hands, buddy. Wash your hands. Oh my gosh. When you let the hubby take the kid. Making memories, y'all. All right. Hopefully this was a realistic look at, you know, Disney with kids and packing up. So hopefully this was helpful if you're planning a trip. Give this video a like and a thumbs up. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, subscribe, and follow along. We are headed home for a 10-hour drive. Bless us. Bye, guys. Stay tuned for more content.